So hey guys, so I'm gonna be straight up real quick. My videos, I kind of record them in like groups and then I just schedule them out. So that way it also protects me from right now. Because there's some crazy people out there, but it's a little easier. I only do all my videos on my cell phone, so I mean, I don't have a GoPro yet. I'm getting there, baby steps. Hey, Wyoming! Love you, Wyoming, hometown, or not hometown, but home state. Oh, I didn't realize we're that close. But see, I record my videos in bunches and schedule them out. I usually get about a month of videos recorded. And then I just post them. I would like to start doing videos, maybe twice a week. But I'd like to have a GoPro before I do that. And I don't know. I think it'd be easier too once I start getting like a following, like a little, once I get a good fan base going or following, whatever you want to call it. That way it's easier to interact with. Because right now, I mean, when you're kind of building, I'll be straight up, it's a little hard. It's a little windy. It's a little hard to kind of be creative all the time and think of ideas and just to pretty much just keep content going, especially when you're small. So I think that's why part of the reason why right now I'm sticking to the one video a week. It's a little easier to manage. Well, it's not a little, it's much easier to manage. But we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this video. I have a few places I hate driving in. When you're from and it has nothing to do with I'm from an area with I'm from a state with 500,000 people in the whole state. I don't mind some bigger cities, bigger towns, but there is some areas I absolutely despise driving. I fucking hate them. There's a ranking right now. There is a ranking. I know my top 4. 5 is a little bit up in the air. I mean, I haven't decided which is going to take the 5th place yet. Because number 2 is number 2 isn't a specific city. It's an area, and a lot of truckers are going to understand it as soon as I say it. But let's start with the first one, and this is going to be probably a common one for a lot of people, and it's pretty much SoCal. It's the whole SoCal area. It's fucking stupid to drive in. It's like a whole different country. It has its own different rules. Not everybody. There's no flow. I mean, you have those truckers that speed limit for truckers is supposed to be 55. Let's be honest, nobody goes 55. So there's very select few, and it's like a handful. Most truckers go 60. When you can easily get away with 63 to 65, because most cops aren't going to pull you over, and you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to either a left lane cam or do something else besides just the speed. Get pulled over. I do 65. I've had cops sitting on my tail waiting for me to get past this truck and get over, and they don't care. I've had that happen like 5 times. I've had cops sit beside me pacing me, and they don't care either. They just go. Like I said, it's your speed alone, unless you go way above the speed limit, won't get you pulled over. But SoCal has its own fucking rules, his own flow of traffic. You're playing like fucking Frogger going one way. You're not playing Frogger cross traffic, you're playing Frogger at the flow of traffic. Because like I said, you have those guys that want to haul ass, those 4-wheelers. And then you got the trucks that want to go the actual speed limit. God knows why. I mean, if you want to spend your whole day in California, sure. And then you got the guys that actually want to, kind of want to get in and out of Cali, going 63 to 65. And then, if that's bad enough, it'll take you like 60 to 80 minutes to go 20 miles in SoCal. Heaven forbid you ever have to go deep into SoCal. And I mean not Riverside or San Bernardino the edge of it. But I'm talking about Wilmington, Compton, actual LA down to the airport. I had a load that I needed to go, that I had a load delivered right across the street from the airport. I was talking about into there. Then you're gonna spend like 2.5 hours getting out of there. That's literally just 60 miles. Just 60 miles, just to get in and out. It takes you 2 to 3 hours on a good day to get out. Not to mention, it's a non-stop, it's guaranteed non-stop for a few hours, few-hour windows. You're guaranteed to have every on-ramp or every off-ramp stop and go traffic. I mean, dead stop. It is a fucking nightmare to drive into. Drive out to. I don't mind going around it. I don't mind really north of the Grapevine. It's not my favorite area to drive. I prefer it as much north as California as possible. I really don't like the San Fran or the San Jose area, but those aren't too bad. There's much worse areas you can drive in. But I don't go up there often. Driving up through there isn't too bad. Because LA, by far, the whole SoCal area, really is a shithole to drive into. Actually, just not even drive into. Just drive around, just drive into that area, just drive that area, period. Shithole. Okay, so number 2. This was not a one town or one city, whatever. This is the triangle of Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. A lot of truckers already understand it's fucking stupid. It's a congestion nightmare that almost rivals LA. Almost. I rank this above Atlanta only because it's 3 cities in one area, and it's a small area. Granted, they are a couple hours apart, but it's just the general greater area. I just hate that whole eastern side of Texas, from pretty much San Antonio east. That whole triangle sucks. It generally has the same problems as LA. The only difference is these cities have, like San Antonio, for example, there's this loop that I had to take. I forget the loop is, but I remember going in there. My first time in there. I don't go through San Antonio very often, but my first time going in there, I had 78,000 pounds. So I was pulling 78,000 pounds, and I got up on this ramp. I forget where I was going, but I got up on this ramp. I'm in a truck governed to 65. It's a uphill ramp, and then I immediately get over 4 lanes to get over to take a left exit, and like 300 feet during like, what was it, like 4 o'clock? So 1600? Yeah. And unless it's cut like people off when diagonally across, I'm not getting over. But luckily, I had this one nice car. There was one that like kind of like let me over, because I mean I was getting up and on. This ramp's short, so I emerged at like 30 miles an hour. Then I had to immediately get over into the fast cars, the fast lanes. And it takes one guy to let you in, and most people will not let you in. So a lot of these, people are too fucking selfish out there. People drive too selfish. But, that alone ruined that area for me, that city, because I mean, that's usually how you go east to west. Through there, you gotta fucking take this stupid ass bypass, is what it is. So, like I said, Dallas and Houston, it just has the general same problems that LA has. And I fucking despise LA. I only deal with it because I kind of have to. I would prefer not to, but a lot of freight is in and out of Cali, and Cali generally does pay good. Alright, so let's move to number 3. fucking Atlanta. Never fails. Atlanta seems to be confused on what it really is. I don't know why Atlanta has to have congestion. I'm talking about like crawling traffic 20 to 30 miles outside of the fucking town before you get to, what is that loop? 215? No, I don't remember the loop. Whatever that loop is, I think it's 275. Whatever that loop is, I'm pretty sure it's 275. But 20 to 30 miles outside of that, pretty much guaranteed end north or south. What the fuck, Atlanta? That's ridiculous. Hello, Cheyenne. Or is this guy's bluff? No, this is Cheyenne. Or we stop and get the truck washed too. But not to mention Atlanta roads are fucking rough. And I already dislike areas with roads that are really rough. Part of the reason why I don't like Cali so much. But Atlanta, what the fuck? Why are your roads so bad? You're trying to be a trucking hub, but your roads are that fucking shitty. I feel like I'm in a Fast and Furious movie with the roads are trying to press the ejecto, the ejecto-cito button, Like ejecto-cito, cuz, here you go, get ejected out of your seat. It's even worse, I'm not a big guy, I'm tall and lanky, so it's like, I get whipped around, it fucking hurts. But I mean, fuck, what is there to say about Atlanta that makes Atlanta a good fucking place to drive into? Hell, even local cars I know, car guys hate driving into Atlanta to live outside of it. Because it's a fucking shitty place to drive into and out of. Now, besides LA, these two areas, number 2 and number 3, aren't too bad after midnight. Between midnight and 4 a.m., well, midnight and 3 a.m., actually, let's just say like 11 to 3. Great. 23 to 3 o'clock, 23 to 0300. That's probably the best time to drive through them. As far as why I like driving overnights, I can get in and out of a lot of these places. And it saves me a lot more headache. It saves me more energy too, because driving in the heavy congested areas is mentally draining. And I'm not one of these guys that will tailgate either, so it's like, bugs the hell out of me when I'm seeing like a fucking semi tailgate in this car, like he's a car. But, so number 4, I've only got through number 4 once. It already made the list. Chicago. Fucking Chicago. It's the 3rd biggest city, if I remember right, in the US. 9 million people in the greater area. And I drove through it once, all the way pretty much, because I went from somewhere in Illinois because I was going over Wisconsin, so I went up pretty much mostly all the way up into Chicago, and then went west. I went to 90, pretty sure. I don't remember. I've only gone through the area once. I'm pretty sure it was to 90, about halfway up in there. I don't know. It was like an hour and a half driving through it. Fucking shitty. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to minimize the amount of time that deep into Chicago. I've driven onto like through Gary in the very south, I-80 way, but I mean that's just the outskirts of Chicago. But going that deep in, nope, I'm gonna minimize that as much as possible. Luckily it was like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, so it wasn't too bad. I can already tell you, that's gonna be a fucking shithole to drive in during like normal good traffic volumes. The roads were surprisingly windy too. I don't know why a lot of these winter areas decided to make their interstates so windy. Yeah, that's Cheyenne coming up on the horizon. Now number 5, I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much more about Chicago. That's just enough said. Let's see, number 5. Like I said, there's really not. I haven't really had number 5 yet. There's a few areas that are trying to vie for the area. Miami. Luckily, I don't go to Miami very often. Portland. only because Portland's so windy, and I mean, there's like a good 20-minute stretch of roads as you go in, you know, into those little interchanges where traffic can be a fucking shithole to drive in through, and then it stop and go, heavy traffic coming out of there too, so it's really slow. Portland, like I said, I haven't picked number 5 yet. These are just, you know, somebody's gonna make the list eventually. So right now I only have four determined. I'm just listing out the runner-ups to 5. But let's see here. So we got Miami, we got Portland. I've been to Seattle. I know I've been to Seattle in a car, and I can tell that could be fun. Fun being total sarcasm, but fun as a trucker. So sure, let's go ahead and throw that one in there. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, what is it? I forget one of them. Memphis, I think? Memphis definitely up there for the top, in the top 5, or and for those running upper 5. Definitely up towards the top of the last few I just listed. I forgot about Memphis. I don't like Memphis. I don't run the Northeast. I ran Northeast once. I don't run it anymore, so I'm not gonna rank it. I'm not gonna add it in the top 5 because even though I did go up in there, because I went up to New Jersey, across the border from Philadelphia, spent 9 hours there, and just decided never again. Never again. The money's got to be really fucking good to make me go deal with that bullshit again. And it wasn't really the traffic was the issue, but oh shit. If I was gonna throw in a Northeast area, it'd be the Baltimore area. So Baltimore, yeah, probably Baltimore. I don't remember what it was. I went through a tunnel that was on a toll road as I was heading south towards Virginia. So I don't remember where it was, but I know it was like the DC, Baltimore area. That would be up there if I was gonna throw that into that, because what I remember is I was going through like 4 to 6 o'clock. I remember that it was 3 to 6 o'clock, somewhere in that range. So it was 1500 to 1800. All I remember was coming out of a toll booth, and then you had like 7 lanes and merged into like 3, and that was a fucking nightmare. I was like, who? And this before the tunnel. Some of you guys may know what I'm talking about. And if you know what I'm talking about, speak up, remind me what it was, because if I was gonna rank that as 5, that spot alone would be 5. That's how bad it was. I had to force my way in because nobody was being polite there. Nobody was trying to create a traffic flow. Nothing. It was a fend for yourself, merge in. And I don't like fucking force. I don't like using my size and my weight of the truck to force my way in. I don't like doing it because it makes me feel bad as a person. I don't know why. It just makes me feel bad. I'm generally a pretty courteous. I'm probably why. I'm a courteous driver, and generally I drive courteous. So anytime I gotta bully my way into things, I don't like doing it. Alright, so let's see. What else can I throw into there? I mean, Denver's up there, only certain times. Like I said, I mean, there's like 5 so far that listed as runner-ups. I would love to hear your guys' areas, your top 5. I'll probably do my best area that I like to drive into. Those are probably gonna be regions. But I want to hear your top 5 of, shitty areas you hate dealing with. Give me, even if there's just like one spot in that one little area. But hey, you guys stay safe out there, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!